What is up, everybody? Another beautiful day. It poured down rain for, well, all day yesterday, so everything is absolutely soaked. But now we need it. So anyway, what I'm thinking, I know y'all seen the blue van up there in videos and such. I'd like to get it dragged down closer to the house, take the pressure washer, raise the hood, doors, and clean it out the best I can. It's been sitting, gosh, it probably sat down there for 17, 18 years. And then it's set right up here for like a year and a half or something. I was going to originally get it cleaned out this past winter. Got hurt, had a wreck, you know, blah, blah, blah. And of course, time I was able to start getting back out doing stuff, summer had come, bees had come back out, snakes had come back out, and no says I. So, hoping to go up here and check it out, get it pulled down here. Guess I'll take the Dodge around the road, come up the road, pull it down here, get it pulled down. If it's not terrible, then may not pull it just right here. But the rear brakes, I know we're locked up. They drug all the way up the hill. So we'd like to at least pull it on the side, because I really don't want to just pull it through the yard or up the driveway and make a mess. So if I could pull it just right beside the fence, because the air compressor's on that side of the garage out back, get it there, I can just run an air hose from there, use on the power tools or air tools, and at least get the back brakes unstuck, then pull it around here, get it in the garage, and get it fired up. Like I said, it's been sitting, geez, probably in total like, I'm gonna say around 20 years that it's sat total. The only thing Granddaddy and my mama used to do is back in the day, they would go to the flea market. He farmed and sold stuff at the flea market. They retired from doing that, parked the van, didn't use it no more. Instead of getting rid of it like normal people would do, they just parked it down beside the creek and it sat. So my plan was, I was wanting to get it fixed up, you know, fix what rust it has, which it's not terrible considering. Fix what rust it has, probably just throw some primer on it, murder it out, because it's got a big back door, or two big back doors, that you can pull a dirt bike into very easy. And that's what the van was going to be used for. They got all the seats out but the driver and passenger seat. That's all you need when you go riding. Throw a couple bikes in the back. I may put me find a van seat, you know, and mount it back down with seat belts, because eventually the kids will want to start wandering out as their level of experience rises. Go ride some tracks where I can sit to the side and watch. But anyway, let's open this gate. Oh, check another thing out. So, you know, I got the seat. Well, I'd work on it for just a few minutes after work every night, between homework and, you know, just everything else. But she is mounted. So check it out. So I've got my seat belt, Abby's seat belt, because she'll probably be usually sitting in the middle, and then the other seat belt over there. So I got to use the factory seat belts on the driver and passenger, and in the middle it's actually the seat belts that was on the seat. And oh my gosh, so it allowed me more room. So I put my big seat in there, and it was a little awkward where the bottom come out so far. It was a little awkward, you know, shifting gears and everything, but now it's back to the way it was, comfortable. It's comfortable shifting gears, you know, pushing the clutch in, brake. I mean, it's just more comfortable all the way around, and all three of us can ride in it, which they love. So Hopped in it. They threw their seatbelts on. We went around the road on the other side of the farm. Got the old tractor's front tires aired up. It's been sitting for like a year down there in front of the tobacco barn. Took the big truck around there, ran my arrows up to it, aired up the front tires. So cool. But anyway, got it going. We threw a sickle bar on it. My brother was mowing some grass down with that because years ago we exploded a bush hog that we had. But anyway, need to get my scraper blade on it and scrape the driveway down there for Mom and the driveway back here for us. Like I said, it's rained. It rained hard yesterday and then last night and this morning. Luckily, got beautiful sunshine. So I'm going to open the garage door, open this gate. I'm gonna walk up here and just check this van out pretty quick. So grab sunglasses, threw on the muck boots because everything is soaking wet. Jocko, they just hanging out. There's Lucy Ray. Where's Charlie? Oh, there he is. He was behind the grass. So walk up here and check this thing out. So I'm not sure what year it is, but it's a Plymouth Voyager. You know, it's older. I've already seen some bees flying around. It's not cold enough. We had a couple of days it was like 30 degrees, but yeah. So like I said, that's just paint going. There's some rust, little rust hole right there, which that ain't nothing to fix. So 99 when the tags expired and they did not renew them. As far as the inside, the door was cracked. Spiders. But man, look at this thing. You could pull a four-wheeler in there. Just saying. So pull all that headliner stuff down. No telling what's, oh, probably mice. But there's a little gap right there in the wheel well, which that ain't no big thing. And yeah, right down there, that section. But I mean, and all in all, it's not terrible. The glass is good, the doors are solid. You know, the top's good. Just not quite cold enough for me to open that hood because I don't like these. I'm not a fan whatsoever. I'm gonna have to dig around on it because I don't even know how to open the hood. So I see a little lever. I'm gonna have to put this down because I really want to open it. So I got her open. Nothing's flew out yet. That sun is blazing this way this morning. But check it. Yeah, all that is crammed way back in there. Got the little baby hood open. So yeah. Yeah. Huh. So I'm pretty sure this one is a 360. It's a 3/4 ton. But I'm pretty sure. Oh, yep, bee looking right at me. This is a 360. You know, of course, automatic. But I'm just looking at it in there. It looks just like it needs valve cover gaskets as far as that goes. I think it would be fun to drive this thing. Like I said, I was 9 years old when the tags run out. So I've never drove it. I've rode in it a bunch. Never drove it. Vaguely remember riding in it. But just look at this dash. Older cars are so much cooler. And I'm not going in because there's a nest right there. But it's so much better. And of course, I slammed that door and bees just went everywhere. Not cold enough. So now, what do we do now besides go give the donkey some sweet feed? What to do? I got a few ideas. So we're in the garage. There's Abby and Mason over there playing with some old motocross knee pads. But so something I've been meaning to do for a long time is, well, this past summer, the exhaust fan quit working. So I am going to remove the cage for it and actually cover in the hole for wintertime, because like the high today is 74, which is still warm for me. I like it a little bit cooler, but get that covered. And I got the big wood stove set back in the floor that was over yonder. So I just gotta get new pipe, and I can't remember what happened to my wood stove pipe that actually went up and out the wall. I can't remember. Anyway, it may have been bad. So, get a lighter in here and see how fun this is going to be to take down by myself. Probably not much fun, but let's give it a shot.
Wait, what are you doing?
I'm taking this down, but we'll cover this hole back up.
Ooh. Yeah.
And then next year I'll get a new exhaust fan, and it'll be a different size. So,
Bigger? Bigger?
I don't know about bigger.
Please don't be smaller.
Can you grab this?
Got it.
Now back way up.
Huh?
Back up.
The garage is a mess.
Do what?
The garage is a mess. I'm backing way up. Oh.
So got that set down. Got my other piece of garage in here. You want to cut it real quick right here, get it screwed up. So this is 2 pieces, and I'll actually end up needing 3 wide. Well, like, yeah, it'll be 3 wide, 3 panels. So I'll use 2 of these, and then I'll unbolt the section and use the other side to cover the rest of the hole. What do you mean the garage is a mess? Well, that's just because I pulled y'all's toy box out. But yes, so the wood stoves were piled up where the shelf is now. Got rid of, or not got rid of, but pulled the wood stoves out. Got the big one in the floor. Let my buddy have that one to use in his little cabin. Scooted the shelf down. Able to pull both mowers in there beside the 4-wheeler, which I need to pull off, split the case, get in the transmission and see what's going on with it. The motor itself, tons of compression. I think the motor's gonna be great. So I'm gonna rip this panel and try to get it screwed up and cover this, as Prosper calls it, ammonia hole for this winter time. May end up going up here and dragging that van down beside the fence, but I don't know. Depends on what we get into after I get this hole covered. So it might not be the prettiest thing you see all day, but the hole is covered. Now, got a couple more pieces to go to the scrap pile. Need to see if Buddy wants to come get this wood stove for his cabin. Max, what are you gonna do now? Get us Mountain Dew? We're gonna go get us a dew water. Be right back. So I'm thinking, I really want to get the van down here. So, and I think a doodle bug just pulled her own tooth. Tooth fairy will be coming tonight. Hey, give me 5.
I put it the second time by myself.
That's awesome, do bug. So I had to change shirts. It's miserably. Well, it's not that hot. It's just it's muggy and I'm sweating. So what I'm wanting to do is, roll down the window here. Fire this old girl up. Kick her out of gear. And fires right up every time. Every time. So got a tow cable. Hooked her on the spindle. Hook a chain to that and hook it to the van. Try to get it pulled down here pretty close as I can down here. Then I could use the tractor later. Seat's probably wet. But get it close down here where I can just go right under the fence with an air hose and break them back wheels loose. So for now, also, retiring the Ranger from the road right now. A couple things. I want to pull it in the garage, pull the front windshield out. It's cracked, needs a new one. I'll get the front windshield out, fix the rust around it where it leaks in, have them come put a new windshield in it. I got to put a new clutch in it. It's definitely seen its better day. So get a new clutch in it. Oh look, there's no hole right there. It looks funny in the camera where it's anyway, sorry, squirrel effect. So clutch, new set of tires, new front window, new driver fender, and I'm gonna do headlights, stuff like that, clean all that stuff up, throw it on a primer, and when I paint it, I'll probably go back to the pretty close to the same color for the most part. So anyway, that'll be a later project, which will be over a little bit of time. So anyway, but for now, I got too many projects because we got the Suburban. Parts have already started coming in for it to do the swap. Yeah, it'll be probably a week or so. We'll start the swap on it to put the 12 valve in it. Purring like a kitten. So grab the big log chain out of the Dodge and run around the road real quick. Come in the other side of the farm. We gotta burn this big brush pile down in front of the other gate. So yeah, let's hop in the big truck and let's go pull a van down here. So me and Mason picked up a hitchhiker. You ain't no hitchhiker, are you? If you are, you're the prettiest one. Buckle on her seatbelt and ready to hit the road. So this is the main place where they play airsoft on this side of the farm. Don't know how well you can hear me, so sorry. But they use the big house. They pulled all the windows out, and well, they're supposed to cover the windows with plywood. It's not the best, but they have a ball. And all this mess is where we're going to use Holly and junk and haul it off and all that. But so one of the guys that plays all the time, they built this little base, I guess, shoot house, whatever you want to call it.
They call it Junk Junction.
Yeah, they call this area Junction, but you know, yeah. And that's where my brother dumps all the old heat pumps when he puts new units in houses for people. So got back here, got the chain hooked there, got it hooked to the tow cable. That'll give us a little extra room between the two. So I guess now is just to see if we can get it around where I want it. We'll see. know, because it's such a big strain on this little truck. Here she comes. Still back there. What y'all doing? So, got her pulled around pretty close to where I want it. So I'm thinking when I'm ready to take it to the garage, I'll just undo the fence right up there where the little gate is, possibly, and then just right over into the driveway, right into the garage. So there she is. There's the garage. Yeah, close enough for now. So I got that moved. And get me another 100-foot water hose. I could pressure wash it right here. Anyway, going to unhook it and get back around the farm. When the truck is almost as big as the bridge. So, made her back. And I had planned on putting this metal on the back of this thing to take it to the junk pile, but I didn't. Y'all sweating?
Yeah.
It gets a little warm in here. Now it's got a leather seat, so it shows when you're hot and sweaty.
I need to go wash my hand off.
So she's got a leaf stuck to the back of her hair. Hey, come here. Turn around.
I didn't know.
Come here. It's stuck in there.
Ow.
Got a leaf. So the button in the steering wheel is messed up for the horn. I'm dying to get that thing on to hear it. You know it's going to be super loud. So I'm going to come up here, open the hood up after I get my step stool to get in there. Open the hood up and I'm going to see what kind of line is running. I don't know if I have anything here in the garage to make it work, but I'm going to try. So let me get the step ladder and get this hood open. So here's what we're looking at. So here's my air horns. I'm guessing that controls a valve in here to let the air go and go out. So what I'm thinking, if I just put like a T somewhere in here, I'm sorry, in that area, and have the air line going over, and I just have a inline valve. So you can just go whoop, whoop, just turn it down 90 degrees, let that air open. Why wouldn't that work? Just got to go over here and see where my lines are going, which I'm sure it probably runs over there down to the tank. So I'd have to find me a little T, splice into the line, or get the electrical working. Let me take a gander at it and see which is going to be easier. So I cut the wires and spliced in another heavy wire down to it, like 12 gauge, I think, 12 or 10 or 12, anyway. And I think my horns, or at least the solenoid to actuate it, is bad.
Hi.
So they tape cardboard to the bicycles like you used to back in the day with playing cards. That's going to be awesome after a while. Anyway, I've been looking online at train horns, so may just have to order a set of train horns and plumb it in to the existing airline that goes. What, bud?
Mine's louder because I added another thing.
Of course, gotta be louder than a sister's. But yeah, so get me another air horn kit. I don't need the tank, of course, because I've got 2 tanks under the truck now, and could have this line plumbed in to the horns and a different power switch beside what's in the steering wheel. I do some research. I don't know if I can, I'm sure I could probably get a button, maybe even a solenoid. I also have to look into it. So I'm either A, get train horns because I want it louder, of course, and then mount them somewhere underneath this thing. I mean, there's all kinds of room, that's for sure. But so A, order a train horn kit. That's loud. And put it on the truck, or B, look into getting a new solenoid and button for my steering wheel. I don't know. Just have to look into it and see. So what I'm thinking is I'll just bypass that solenoid completely, run me a T on the airline itself that runs up into the cab, and I can have a little ball valve for the airline full blast, turn it off, see if that'll work. So yeah, got the Cummins over here. I took the flatbed like last Tuesday, I think, or Wednesday, and loaded it on the flatbed, and there she is. That sure is pretty. So, like I said, probably start it here in a couple weeks, get it over here and get the engine out, and we may end up putting that 454 in Testors 86. I think it's 86 2500 or two, however they classified those trucks back then. That's 3/4 ton, 86 Bulldog 4-speed. I think it's got a 305 or 350 in it right now. And that truck is actually one that he first started driving, I believe, helping another farmer we know out. And anyway, he bought it back in the summertime sometime. I can't remember. They use it on the farm, bought it brand new, used it on the farm, used it, and still a great truck though. So he ended up getting the truck, taking it over to another buddy Isaac's house, and put a new carburetor, either bought a new carburetor or rebuilt that one, put a new gas tank, that kind of thing. Got her running. It runs good, but we're thinking take that 454 out of Trip Suburban and stick it in that thing. So he's still out in California fighting the wildfires, and yeah, I think it'd be pretty awesome. But yeah, get it out of the Suburban, get the Cummins in the Suburban, get it done, and then take the 454 and put it in the red truck. Pull that motor out, put it in the red truck. Of course, I like motor mounts and a few little odds and ends. Maybe a new flywheel, I'm not sure. Anyway, so I put my comfy big air ride to it. Of course, Trip kept the air ride stuff, but got it back on the motorcycle stand. Yeah, nice and comfy. So I guess that's probably all we're going to get into today. I don't even know. Yeah, it's only 2 o'clock at this point. April's not feeling well. The kids are playing. It's kind of just a muggy day, and it looks like possibly going to rain. I think it's showing like 90% rain again today. But yeah, so as far as I know, got everything I wanted to get done today. Have to get me another water hose, pull it back, because the van's just right behind the garage now on the other side of the fence. But get another water hose and get that thing cleaned up. I cannot wait to get it in here. I may end up just putting it on the opposite side of the lift, because like I said, we're gonna be pulling the Suburban in here, doing that Cummins swap, and probably get Joshy's old red in here, do it. So I put the van on this side, pull the doghouse out of the van. Like I said, my Ranger, it's gonna be down, so it's a brand new battery. Take it off, put it on the van, probably disconnect the fuel lines and stuff, have gas just dripping in the carburetor, pull the tank off, and here comes Mason. And here comes Abby. I can't believe how they used cardboard. Crazy kids. But anyway, they took some cardboard out of a box. Dean, my brother's neighbor, come over. He's got a 06 Cummins, I believe is what it is. And they put new rotors on it. And got the box. So Mason cut up the box and taped it to their bicycles. But I guess for now, we're just gonna let them run around and play, find some lunch. And that's it for now, guys. See ya.